Welcome back to Mark of All Trades. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This week I'm doing an interview with my buddy Dale. He primarily hunts in South Carolina and does a ton of hunts. He kills a ton of deer every single year, and I'm really excited for you guys to see this interview. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, this interview starts about a minute in, and so we're going to proceed to Dale talking about how he got into hunting.
And then we moved down to the lower state, and I met a boy in middle school. Same kind of thing. His family don't hunt, so we became friends. We both had access to land, which we'll get to in a little bit, and we kind of just taught each other in middle school. So
Nice, man. Nice. You still like hang out with that guy?
not as much anymore. We've kind of grown up. We have families, but we do still talk often. So
Nice, man. That's cool. Nice.
yeah, for sure.
Um, and then would you say that he's your hunting mentor, or do you think you had a different mentor coming up?
Really multiple, honestly. As I came up and met other friends, and one of my good buddies, his dad really taught me a lot when it comes to the deer hunting side of things. And so I'd probably give him my mentor for deer hunting for sure.
Nice, man. And you said that I know South Carolina is a little different than most places. You said that how many deer can you guys shoot out a year?
So when I first started hunting going back, it was unlimited bucks. And when you bought your license, you got 4 doe tags, but you could also keep buying doe tags. And on top of that, they had doe days on Saturdays. So you could kill, on the farms, we used to kill 20 a year. That would be nothing for me. Nowadays, with the new tag system and stuff, you get, this is my first year hunting back here, so I don't remember completely. I think you get 2 buck tags and 3 does, or 2 bucks, 3 does, and the 2 bucks are unrestricted. Then you can buy 2 restricted buck tags, and then you can buy up to 4 more does. I think you get 8 deer total.
Jeez, man. That's crazy. And how many did you get
So,
this year?
right. I killed 7 this year.
That's crazy, man. That's nuts. Oof.
Yeah. I should have got 8, but my restricted tag I could never feel. I got kind of picky there at the end of the season. So,
Have you ever gotten 8 before?
this is my first year back, but back in the day before I joined the Air Force, yeah, like I said, I would kill 15, 20 a year easy.
That's crazy, man. I can't imagine that. So what do you do with all the meat? You eat all that meat throughout the year?
Now with family and stuff, yeah. This year I kept 5 of the deer, and I gave 2 to people that don't hunt. But back in the day, I used to farm and stuff, and we worked with a lot of people that didn't have money, things like that. So we donated a lot of our deer. I would keep 1 or 2 a year and then donate the rest.
Nice. And when I came down there this year, that's one thing you kind of opened up my mind to, is just how you guys are able to just drop off the deer after you kill it. Like, I've never seen that before. It's mind boggling.
Yeah, which is why I didn't, because deer hunting here is kind of a lazy man's game. Like, I shoot the deer, put it in my truck, take it to a processor, and they do everything. In Illinois, you had to field dress, do it yourself, and I'm out on that. So different. It is different here.
Do you have like I was gonna ask you like the story of your first deer, but do you have like a favorite deer hunt that you've been on?
Man, favorite deer hunt. There's been a few. Really, my first deer hunt is actually a pretty cool story. Like I said, I didn't come up in a hunting family, and my dad just happened to buy back in the day, like in the early 2000s, you could buy SKSs and Mosin Nagats and stuff from Russia for like 50 and $100. So my dad bought a Mosin Nagat, still had the bayonet attached to it, iron sights, everything. And so I get invited to go on this deer hunt. I climb up in the deer stand. I'm 13 years old. That's another thing in the South. Like, there's no rules on kids hunting by themselves. You can hunt by yourself here at 10 years old if your parents feel you're trusted enough. You just have to have hunter safety. But yeah, so I'm 13 years old. I climb up in the deer stand. I'm sitting in an oak tree, and a doe steps out 10 minutes before dark, and I shoot her. She drops, and not 30 seconds after I shoot her, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's called a screech owl. And when they scream, it sounds just like a woman screaming, and then they go to their hoot. So I shoot it, the deer falls. 10 seconds later, the screech owl in the top of my tree lets loose, petrified.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, that was my first deer with like 110-pound doe.
That's awesome, man. That's a pretty
Yeah,
good
it was
story.
pretty.
What are the odds of that going off right when you shoot, you know?
I don't know, but at 13, I didn't have a cell phone. That's before everybody had cell phones and stuff. This was like 2005, six time frame. I was petrified. I thought my world was ending right there.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Oh man.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. So,
so let's talk about the land. Like how'd you come to hunt the land that you're at now?
yeah. So I honestly, like, I'm super blessed. Back before I joined the Air Force, I didn't realize how blessed I was. But now that running the public game land, I'm blessed. One of my setups, my grandparents has 150, 160 acres of private land, which is where we went the first evening
Sure.
when you were here. And then my other grandpa has, between him and his best friend, which I have the hunt rights on all their land, I'm right around 800 to 900 acres out there. And other people come and hunt, but I'm the main one that hunts it. I have full control of it, do whatever I want on it. And then I was also lucky enough with my buddies farming and stuff that I had thousands of acres at my disposal for that too. That the only thing I had to do in return is get a tractor and work for a few hours, which I enjoy. So
Yeah, that's a good one for one.
whatever I enjoy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why when I say people look at me crazy, and I'm sure people will watch this video and be like, "Well, he used to kill 20 deer a year." Like in South Carolina, in all honesty, when we were farming, we got depredation tags, so we started shooting deer like middle of July,
And that's
for
just
tags. I mean, they're a nuisance. Say that again. Sorry.
That's just a normal thing out there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's completely normal. Like 20 deer a year. I mean, we can sit in stands and see 10, 15 deer at a time, and it's nothing normal or nothing new. So
That's wild, man. And that's cool because I mean, when I was down there, it kind of seemed like you guys had like a community going, you know, like you knew so and so had this land and this and that, and you know, they had no problem with you being on there.
yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's nice coming from a small town, and luckily here, that's how most deer hunting is people have their own land, and that's how it kind of works. And most people are actually pretty cool with you coming on their land. So for the most part, they're not going to let it. The South is different, as in from the Midwest and stuff. I learned, like, when I was in Illinois, we went and got goose rights to fields and stuff. People are cool. In the South, people aren't a fan of you knocking on their door asking for hunting rights. It's not I don't know why people are weird like that here, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, I would say, oh, I know that person. I can call them, and they're like, yeah, go on my land, do it. You know where the deer stands are, so it's pretty nice. Small town, so it's not.
That is super nice, man. Yeah, and where you're from, like it seems like everybody hunts too, right?
Oh yeah, for the most part, yeah, 90% of people hunt.
Yeah, it's just like a lifestyle out there, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something that grew up. I mean, this is a poor area of the country, so now it's not so much, but back in the day, that's how they came up. That's what you ate and lived off of. So people still have that mindset. Like, I live off deer meat, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's cool. I mean, at least you know where your food's coming from and you know how it's being processed.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess that goes into the next one is, I guess I didn't know until I came down there, but you're huge into turkey hunting.
Yeah, turkey hunting's my thing. That's what I was scouting for today, actually. Deer, like I told you, deer hunting's never been. I used to love deer hunting. When we moved out, when I got stationed out in Illinois, I turned big into bird hunting, which I've always liked bird hunting, duck hunting and stuff, and turkey hunting. But yeah, turkeys, they make my ticker tick for sure.
How'd you get into that?
I like learning. I mean, like I said, me and my buddy, we were back then, heck, hunting came on like ESPN and stuff. So we would watch ESPN, we would watch hunting, we would watch all these videos and buy the DVDs at when they finally put a Bass Pro in South Carolina. We would go to Myrtle Beach and buy the videos, and yeah, trial and error, man. I went years without killing a turkey because me and him didn't know you had to wear face masks. We treated it like deer hunting, and that's turkey hunting and deer hunting is nowhere near the same. So
nice.
How a turkey reacts. A deer, you can get away with a lot, where deer are kind of lenient. Turkeys aren't lenient at all. they live off their eyesight. So
I see. Well, that's pretty cool. So, would you say it's basically the same thing for someone who's trying to get into turkey hunting? Just kind of like a trial and error kind of thing?
yeah, I mean, it's weird. Turkey hunters, you don't see it too much in the deer hunting world, but like in the turkey hunting and duck hunting world, people are very private, as in they don't, especially duck and turkey on public land. You can't go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Will you teach me to turkey hunt?" Ha ha ha. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh no, you're trying to do my spots." But also, there is a lot of people out there that will help you. Like, put some fillers out there. Meet people and be like, "Hey, get out early and scout. Meet people, talk to them, and you can get out." Man, there's a lot of good YouTubers for turkey hunting in the world. Like on YouTube, the Pinhoti Project. That dude kills turkeys, and he records everything, his failures and his successes. And I've hunted turkeys for years, and I still watch. I've watched every one of his videos almost, and I learn a lot from him. Spring Thunder, which is put on by Philip Culpepper. He hunts for Mossy Oak.
Okay.
And he does this. He does the same thing, man. And his videos are freaking. He does success and failures, and he will tell you if he kills a turkey, he goes over what he did to kill that turkey. If the turkeys like to hang up and gobble at you 60 yards away and just really upset you that they won't come in because they're kind of like a woman. They're stubborn. But yeah, he'll go over, hey, this is why the turkey didn't like. I mean, a turkey can get hung up on. A deer will jump a fence and come into the food plot or come into whatever corn piles, whatever you're hunting over. A turkey, if it comes to a fence, maybe it'll fly over, maybe it won't. I don't know. So yeah, I would just don't buy top of the line stuff, man. I use a cheap Mossberg shotgun. I use Winchester Longbeard XRs, camo face paint or face mask, whatever you prefer. Scout early, and you can find turkeys.
That's awesome, man. So, when it comes to talking about shooting a turkey, what would you say would be the maximum effective range to shoot a turkey? Like, what distance will you not shoot past?
Man, me personally, 40-45 yards is starting to push it for me. There's so much new stuff. I shoot top of the line stuff. I mean, minus my shotgun. I shoot a Mossberg shotgun. It's my favorite. But I mean, you get a good choke combination, and there's these new shells out. They're starting. They're got big last year. Now they're really kicking this year. TSS shells. It's okay. Like Tux something. I don't know what it stands for, to be honest. But Federal makes some Federal Premium TSS, and Apex Ammunition's another big one. And I mean, people are killing turkeys with 410s out to 50 yards, which is almost unheard of with this TSS shot. I mean, people are claiming 60, 70 yards. I would never do that. I would never recommend that.
Right.
But 40-45 yards, yeah, I'll hammer them all day.
Okay, that's cool. And I remember you saying that you've taken people out and things like that throughout. You get a lot of joy out of seeing other people harvest turkeys.
Yeah, I get joy out of people. Like when you came down, man, I was freaking excited. I mean, we had crappy weather and we still had a great hunt, man. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed watching you get and hunt new places, learning how we do things. Yeah, calling in turkeys, man. There's nothing like it. You can I saw that buck you killed this year coming in. So you sat down and he kind of snuck up on you. My favorite thing is watching a new kid where somebody new that hasn't really turkey hunted. You sit down and the turkey comes in at 40-50 yards where you can't see them and just gobbles, and you feel it in your chest. And the turkey hunters will know what I'm talking about. When they gobble that close, you feel it in your chest. And seeing the pure excitement / scared, it's awesome. It's what I live.
That's awesome, man. So when you're talking about the turkey calling too, correct me if I'm wrong on my terminology, but do you like using the mouth call or do you like is it the slate?
Yeah. So I use I actually have my mouth calls here at work. I'm trying to learn because all these YouTubers and all my friends use mouth calls, and I feel I lack that. But I run slate and glass for everything. Okay,
and you've had obviously good success with that.
Yeah. That's what I've killed. I caught in 13, 14 turkeys last year, and that's what I solely ran. Out west, it's different. A lot of guys will use box calls and stuff. out of hunting those open land fields and stuff, and it's windy out west. Where on the East Coast we don't really deal with that too much.
Mm-hmm.
But a box call will cut through the wind and get loud, where you can hear where the turkey can respond back to you. Hunting the South, I hunt some field birds, but mostly swamp and wood birds. So I don't really need to get out and cut long. So slate and glass works perfect for me.
I gotcha. I didn't know that about the box call. I didn't know that the different sounds and stuff that it makes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. A box call is good for loud. A box call is not good for when they get in close because they require so much movement. You're doing your hand, and a turkey, like I told you earlier, that's what a deer lives off its nose. A turkey lives off its eyes. So that's what you have to watch for turkeys is movement has to be minimal. So that's a box call is more for getting a reaction, trying to get them to gobble and saying, "Oh, there he is," and then you switch off to your mouth or slate call.
Got it. I see.
Yeah.
So if you and I were hunting turkeys together, is it best to be around the same tree, like you here and I'm here, or is it better for me to be way over here and you be at another spot?
Situation depending. Turkeys are so crazy. But usually what I would do, in that situation, if we're hunting together, what I would usually do is have the shooter 5-6 yards in front of me.
Okay.
Like it's, for instance, on a field edge, I would have the hunter or you sitting on the field edge, and I would sit back 5 or 10 yards off into the woods. And that's only because, like I said, a gobbler's going to live off his eyesight. So if he's coming across a field and I'm sitting on the edge of the woods, he can determine, hey, the hen's supposed to be right here, and he'll hang up at 50, 60, 70 yards. And so another good thing, if I'm 5 or 10 yards off in the wood line and you're sitting there, and I notice that the turkey's kind of hanging up at 50 or 60 yards, I can roll down and get on my belly and crawl 10, 15 yards back and call more, which in his mind makes him think that he's leaving, so he's going to start coming closer.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But I also run and gun a lot, so I don't sit in nothing against it. I don't sit in a ground blind overlooking a food plot for turkeys. Can't do that. I'm a running gunner, so there is instances where I've been walking with somebody talking just how me and you are talking right now, and I stop and hit the call, and there's 160 yards, and we have to sit back to back with each other because there's no trees near. It's all situation, but mainly that's what I try to do is sit back.
It sounds like it makes it more exciting, though. More thrill out of it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like that's what I struggle with deer hunting. Like out where you're from, Michigan and the Midwest and stuff. Like guys will go sit all day.
Yeah,
I can't. I get in the stand 30 minutes before the sun comes up. I'm out an hour and a half after, and in the evening I'm there an hour and a half, 2 hours before dark, and I'm gone. Like I can't all day. Well, I don't have enough battery percentage on my phone for that.
All right, here's the last turkey question. So
yeah.
If you get a turkey that comes in, how do you determine for you whether or not you're going to shoot it? Is it beard length? Is it this is a good hunt, so I'm going to take it?
I go off Jake and Gobbler, so I know you're not a big turkey hunter, so you probably don't know what I mean when I say Jake and Gobbler. So think of it as a cow horn and an 8-point buck. So a Jake's going to be your 1-year-old turkey. He's going to have a real short beard, so he's going to have a 1-2 inch beard off his chest. But the main determining thing, because a full grown mature gobbler can have a short beard because they get a thing called beard rot and it eats their beard away. But they're fan. So how you think about it is, you got a turkey fan. There's my hand, and you have a full C, and it'll be symmetrical all the way around. Well, a Jake fan will be kind of like this with my knuckles. It'll be like a half beard or a half fan. Then his 2 middle feathers is going to go up and then back down. Okay. So he only has like feathers, and that's how you tell he's a Jake.
That's pretty cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'm completely. It'd have to be a kid to shoot a Jake. I'm very peculiar with turkeys. I like watching them grow because turkeys are kind of a dying thing. They get shafted because of predators. Predators is a big thing right now, so turkeys are kind of getting shafted by them. So, and farming practices. There's a whole list. We can make a whole nother video on me complaining about what's happening to the turkey population. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good information, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
So what about your goals? I guess we can go for over both of them. Like what are your goals for this upcoming spring for turkey and then this fall for deer?
Upcoming spring, man. I got a buddy. I'm gonna try to get him his first turkey. He got his first 2 deer on my place this past year. Um, Killed a nice buck actually out of the stand you sat the first evening. Shot a nice 8 point. And then yeah, I'm gonna try to get him a turkey and really shameless plug. I work for an organization called the Fallen Outdoors. We try to get veterans and stuff, active duty people. You know how it is being stationed away from home and stuff and not having hunt land. You got to use public land. So we try to get people out in the state to hunt. So I'm gonna try to be more proactive in that, get more guys out turkey and deer hunting.
Nice. That's cool, man. And I think you don't see enough of that is people who get joy out of letting other people hunt. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's awesome that you have that mentality.
man, I always do. That's why I like when I saw your YouTube channel and stuff. I was like, man, I like Mark. I need to shoot him a message, have him come down. So
Yeah, I'm glad you did, man. I had a blast.
yeah, dude, I can't. Hopefully, when you come this year, it's not a freaking hurricane hitting. So
Yeah, it was a little rough last year, but it's all right. We made it work.
yeah, I think we saw deer every sit. So
Yeah,
can't complain.
you got some good property out there for sure.
Yeah, hopefully when you come this year, we can get a good buck.
Yeah. Hey man, I was very happy with the doe I got, man. That was a good experience.
Yeah, yeah. My wife was telling the story about us cleaning it to somebody. We were cleaning it and getting it ready to put in the cooler in the garage or base housing. So
You can't beat that.
no, it's that's like I said. I like seeing other people. I've been blessed to kill a lot of deer, to kill some turkeys, to kill a lot of stuff. You know, I got lucky with land, so I like giving that option to other people. So yeah, I enjoy it.
That's cool, man. All right, I'll wrap this up with the last question. So I know you said you bow hunted there for a short while. Um, and then so tell me about your bow hunting setup that you had, and then what is your go-to deer rifle?
Um, so my bow hunting, God, man, I can't even remember what kind of. I had a Mission by Matthews. I was running custom arrows with the Grim Reaper broadheads,
Okay.
and I when I was stationed in Mississippi, and because we could bow hunt longer on base in Mississippi, so I bow hunted, and I got my first 3 deer with the bow. Uh, and like I said, I'll kind of revert back to my favorite rifle. In South Carolina, our bow season's August 15th to September 1st. And then our rifle season, September 1st to January 1st. So there's no use for me to bow hunt for 15 days. That comes back to my laziness. But for rifle caliber, man, my 25-06 is awesome. But my top caliber I learned this year is my 6.5 Grendel and my AR, which is what you killed your deer with. Man, that gun, it's a hammer, dude. We killed one deer was killed. A boy killed. It was actually a Gold Star guy. His son killed a deer at 287 yards with that rifle. Yeah, I hit it right behind the shoulder, and it made it about 10 steps and dropped.
I'm telling you, man, that Grendel that you have with that scope setup and everything, it's just the perfect combination.
Oh, dude, that's a bad rifle. There's no recoil to it. There's nothing to it. You just put it on them, and it kills them.
It does, man. I was thankful you let me borrow it because I don't think I could have pulled that off without that, man.
Yeah, that Grendel. I mean, I would tell everybody who's ever watching this video, if you don't like recoil, if you have a wife or kids, 6.5 Grendel. That thing can kill anything it comes. I wouldn't use it on big game, but any whitetail, no matter where you are in the country, it'll for sure drop it.
Nice, man. For sure. All right. Well, I won't take up too much of your time, but if you want to give everybody your handles so that they can come follow you, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Man, I probably can't even tell you my Instagram. I don't hardly get on there much, but I do have YouTube. I did a few deer hunts this year, but I'm definitely kicking it back off for turkey season. Hunt Carolina TV. I'm on there. I'll be doing a lot of videos for the Fallen Outdoors. If you want to hit me up on Facebook for any hunt questions or for my AR for that Grendel, I'll give you my specs on my Grendel. That's Dale Phillips. And then my Instagram, I'll text it to you because I forgot because I don't get on there much.
I'll put a link on the bottom.
Yeah. I think one for my YouTube channel, Hunt Carolina TV's on there. So that's one of my Instagrams for But yeah, man, hey, I enjoyed it, dude. This is awesome. I can't wait to get you out and kill one this year.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you taking time to do this. This means a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And hopefully next spring when things wind down for you after what you're about to do, we can get on some turkeys.
Hey, sign me up for that, man. I know I'm a newbie to this, but that sounds like a ton of fun.
Hey, have a blast, dude. It'll be awesome, man. I enjoyed it.
Cool. All right, man. Well, thanks again for your time.
Yeah, Mark, I'll see you, man. I enjoyed it.
All right, see you, man.